We are now getting into a session which is actually very interesting, and I would like to call some of my friends from the civil society. This is very interesting session from the perspective that, you know, everybody talks about civil society as a necessity, but there is also a narrative all over the world and many places that what is the contribution of civil society and all that. सिविल भी है, सोसाइटी भी है, ज़रूरत भी है, लेकिन रिकग्निशन नहीं है, एंड ब्लेम बहुत सारा है. So, this is very interesting that some of us got together and worked very hard to figure out that what is the contribution of civil society in the GDP term. You know, it really, which is more like accounting and in terms of numbers, how much civil society contributes. And there is a report that is going to be launched, and I would like to request one of the most favorite person, Matthew Cherian, to please come on stage. I would also request Laurent Ledonais from European Union to please give us a company and give us a hand to be part of this sharing of the report. Sanjay Rai was there, but he left, he had to go. I would call Amita Joseph also to please come. Can I also call Ramiz Alam? Yeah, great. Can I also call Mr. Sudarshan Suchi? Is he? Oh, hi. Yeah, and Hari Priya, please. Can I request Hari Priya? Is she around? And can I also request Namrata Jetli? Yeah, and can I also call myself to be around? No, you just, no, I'm just kidding. I'm here. Is there enough chairs for all of us? Okay, cool. So, wonderful. And so we are here to release a report, but also talk to you about, and not only talk to you about, we would request you to take this message and amplify it. And for that, I would request Matthew to talk about what exactly it is. You can talk from there itself. Yeah. You want to come? Yeah, please. I will be part of it. Yeah, you can call for release.
Thank you, Osama, for launching this report, which is the India's Million Missions, 75 years of service to the nation. Actually, some of us in civil society felt that this is the 75th year of independence, and we should bring out our contribution to the nation. Our contribution to the nation has been done in various sectors, whether it is education, health, livelihoods, child rights, elderly rights, digital empowerment, various kinds of sectors. So this report is actually what has happened, and it has been done across the country, and we have surveyed several civil society organizations, and DEF also was part of this circulation, and we sent it to many of the NGOs. So the first person I would like to thank is all the civil society organizations who are here for your wonderful contribution. And I would like you all to give a good hand to yourself for what it has done. And what this report has proved is that our contribution to the nation is about 2% of the GDP, which translates into 365 crores. That is the extent of our contribution to the nation. Not only that, we also give employment to 18.1 million people in this country. And this 18.1 million people, 9 million are volunteers, which means these are not even being paid, but they are volunteering to do this work and they are volunteering the contribution. So this estimate of 9 million volunteers does not come into the nation. And so what do NGOs really provide? NGOs give innovative services to various people in the country, and to look at, of course, leave no voice behind. What we do is we reach out to about 20 crore. 20 crore is 200 million below the poverty line people, which means SDG 1, which is no poverty, and leave no one behind is behind it. So we are reaching out to such a huge population. Not only this, we have also come out with innovations. And the innovations are, today many of you must have heard about the ASHA worker. The ASHA worker is a product of the civil society. NGOs in Maharashtra, mainly the Jamkhed project and the Pachod project, came up with the ASHA worker as a community health worker who would go and do services for mother and child, as in those days. So this has been adopted by the government and it has become the right to information. And what else have we done? If you look at the work of Rajendra Singh in Alwar, they have brought out rivers which were running dry, have become full-fledged rivers, and the whole area of watershed development is a huge contribution to the nation. And we have close to 20 million self-help groups, which is the contribution of the non-profit sector into livelihoods and various other things. Then innovations like the right to information came from the voluntary sector. The right to education came from the voluntary sector. The right to food came from the voluntary sector. And so on and so forth. I could go on, but Osama tells me there are severe time constraints. And in short, if you look at last mile connectivity, agencies like Digital Empowerment Foundation have been connecting people in the last mile connectivity, which is almost, I think, I'm on the advisory board of Digital Empowerment Foundation, and I find that we reach out to more than 20 million people have got onto the internet, and more will be getting through if all of you succeed in doing it. So we have now Sudarshan Suchi, who is also here from Bal Raksha Bharat, and he will talk about our contribution in the child rights sphere. So thank you, and I hope we can all do more. This is the 75th year, and by 2030, we can achieve leave no one behind, and at least we can leave no Indian behind. That will be the contribution of the non-profit sector. Thank you.
I'll save your time and start from here. So this year, जो है ये साल मेरे 35 साल हो गए हैं इस सेक्टर में काम करते हुए. सबसे पहले 5 साल जो थे, सरकारें, राज्य, जिला, देश की सरकारें एनजीओस के पीछे भागते थे कि आपके साथ जुड़ना है, क्योंकि आपका नाम अच्छा है, आप लोग ज़मीन से जुड़े हुए हैं और आप एक ऐसे आइडियाज़ लाते हैं जिसको सरकार स्केल पर ले जाती है. तो इट वॉज कंसिडर्ड ऑनर कि सरकार को कि अपने नाम के साथ एनजीओस का, सिविल सोसाइटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस का नाम जोड़ें. और पिछले 5 साल में ये वातावरण थोड़ा परिवर्तित हुआ और उसके संदर्भ में इस रिपोर्ट के बारे में सोचा गया था. और रिपोर्ट के बारे में जो सोच है पीछे वो ये थी कि क्या हम कुछ चीज़ के एंटी या प्रोटेस्ट करने की जगह अपना योगदान सबके समक्ष ला सकें, देश के सामने ला सकें कि क्या हमने कुछ भी योगदान किया है कि नहीं और किन किन सेक्टर से क्या क्या वो बदलाव हैं. काफ़ी लंबी लिस्ट थी जो मैथ्यू ने ऑलरेडी बोला. और जहाँ तक बच्चों के सुरक्षा के, बच्चों के अधिकार की बात है, उसमें भी बहुत सारी पहल, चाहे वो चिल्ड्रन इन स्ट्रीट सिचुएशन को लेकर हो कि उनकी कैसे आइडेंटिटी, वॉइस और उनके एक प्रोसेस में लाएं. थोड़ी देर पहले आप सुन रहे थे अबाउट दी आई थिंक एक अफगान चिल्ड्रन के कंटेक्स्ट में बोल रहे थे कि हाउ डू वी एक्सरसाइज गेटिंग एजुकेटेड, जुवेनाइल जस्टिस एक्ट, राइट टू एजुकेशन। मेरे ख्याल से ये सब स्पेसिफिक माइलस्टोन है। लेकिन अगर मैं सब कुछ अलग करके आपको पिछले 2 साल का अनुभव बताऊं, क्योंकि पिछले 2 साल बाकी सालों से बिल्कुल अलग थे। सडनली पूरे देश में लगभग सभी घर के अंदर बैठे थे और भयभीत थे और किसी को खबर नहीं थी कि आगे क्या हो रहा है। उस समय में सरकारों के साथ साथ सिविल सोसाइटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के लोग अपने को खतरे में डाल के बाहर निकले थे हर रोज। जो वैक्सीनेशन हेजिटेंसी से हटाने से लेकर शिक्षा की कंटिन्यूटी हो, खाने पीने की पूर्ति हो, और कुछ नहीं तो पता तो चले कि लोग कैसे रह रहे हैं समुदायों में, मेंटल हेल्थ के कंटेक्स्ट में। तो हम एक्चुअली इस पूरे प्रोसेस में पिछले 2 साल में लगभग अपने आप को री इन्वेंट कर पाए कि हमारी क्या स्थिति और क्या योगदान है। और उसी कंटेक्स्ट में मैं बस इतना कहकर ही ख़त्म करना चाहूँगा कि एक सरजी बुबका जो बहुत फेमस ओलंपियन थे पोल वॉल्टिंग के लिए, वो अक्सर बोला करते थे कि ये जो पोल वॉल्ट है इसके कारण ही मैं इतनी ऊंचाई कूद सकता हूँ, और इसको अगर मैंने नहीं छोड़ा तो मैं पार भी नहीं कर सकता हूँ। तो मुझे लगता है कि सरकार का और सिविल सोसाइटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस का आपस में ऐसा ही लगभग रिश्ता है कि हम दोनों को और पूरे समुदाय को एक तरीके से अपने अपने रोल की ज़रूरत है। और बाग में तरह तरह के फूल खिलेंगे, सीएसओ भी एक तरीके के इसे ही बाग में फूल है जो अपना योगदान करते हैं। और लास्टली मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगा कि जैसे मैथ्यू ने बोला जीडीपी में कंट्रीब्यूशन, तो वो अमाउंट या वो उस हिसाब से वो सही है, लेकिन यदि हम उसको एक्चुअली कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं कि जनजीवन में वो कितनी दूर गया, तो मैं सरप्राइज या हैरान नहीं होऊंगा इफ इट इज़ नॉट 2% बट 20%, जिस तरीके से उसको हम लीवरेज करते हैं। क्योंकि जनता अपने हक के लिए संविधान से या किस एक्टिव सिटीजनशिप में पार्टिसिपेट कर सके, जागरूक नागरिक बन सके, उसमें हमारा योगदान रहा है। तो बहुत ही खुशी है इसी के लिए कि ये रिपोर्ट हम आप लोगों के समक्ष रखते हैं। थैंक यू।
So thank you very much. May I request all of you to at least do a photo op for showing the cover, since you have come all the way and worked so hard. I just want to give you a logistic information that this report is available in soft copy and can be provided to all of you. But it is also going to be updated every 2-3 months with new information and new data and new chapters, because no work is complete. It's work in progress to show the contribution. And while you are getting photographed, I will read out some recommendations that is written in this book, since it is very short. Recommendation for enabling the civil society sector by the stakeholders, acknowledgement of the tremendous service to the nation by the million-plus mission across India, the recognition of its leaders, workers, volunteers, and boards pro bono in service to the nation, an end to the excessive regulations sought to be implemented on the sector, and laws of the land applied uniformly. Black sheep exist in all sections of society and cannot be used to tarnish those who have spent a lifetime in dedicated to social work. Recognition of the NPO partnership during pandemics, disasters, and implementing government programs. Ease of doing good index to be instituted on par with the ease of doing business. A social security fund for the social sector, workers during emergencies, health needs, etc. A level playing field in recognition of the contribution to the nation at 75 and beyond. And beyond, I added. Thank you very much for sharing this report. We will now request and the organization who have contributed, Article X, Art X, Business and Community Foundation, Banyan, Catalyst 2030, Craft Council of India, Dasra, Digital Empowerment Foundation, Guide Star India, Indian School of Development Management, IIM Ahmedabad, Research Team, Praxis, Salam Balak Trust, Socio Reform Foundation, Society for Social and Economic Research, South India Producers Association, Fair Trade, Teamwork, Fine Arts Society, Vani, Vidya Sagar, and hundreds of NGOs and the civil society who filled up the form to share the data. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much.